Okay, we left off at chapter 3. The squirrel had fainted. I hope that's not what I think it is, said Moosh. What do you think it is, said Dirt. A dead squirrel in my living room, she answered. The squirrel's not dead, Mom, said Sugar. He just fainted. How can you be so sure, asked Moosh. He looks dead to me. Dead things smell bad, answered Sugar. He just smells like a squirrel. Moosh stepped right over the squirrel and walked to the old shoe. She plucked out Poppy by the scruff of his neck and then dropped him on the floor. You are starting to smell like dirty feet, she said. And you can see up here that there's the smelly air. Time for a bath. Then she asked Sugar and Dirt, what's he doing here anyways? He claims there's something big and scary in the yard, said Sugar. Typical squirrel, said Moosh. The squirrel started to moan and twitch. Oh, sounds like he's coming around, said Moosh out the side of her beak. Drag him outside. He smells bad. Chapter 4. You are one delicate squirrel, Sugar remarked. Tail was awake, but his eyes were wide and his color was not good. What would you call that particular shade of gray, Dirt? Asked Sugar. We've got more important things to do here, Sugar, said Dirt. She studied the squirrel. No, we don't, said Sugar. You're probably right. Dirt put her sketch pad down and took out her big box of crayons. It's a cross between Timberwolf gray and Manatee gray. It's definitely not regular gray. It's more I think I might pass out again gray. Why don't we call it Scaredy Squirrel gray, said Sugar. Okay, that's referring back to Melanie Watts' series, the Scaredy Squirrel series. I like it, said Dirt. Perfect, said Sugar. Now let's get back to business. Is the dog gone? Asked Tail. His whole body twitched. Is the dog gone? Is the dog gone? Listen, kid, said Sugar. JJ doesn't want to catch you. He's never going to catch you. If he wanted to catch you, he would have caught you already and tossed you over the fence like an old sock. He just chases you for fun. I don't believe you, said Tail. Suit yourself, said Sugar. No skin off my teeth. They spend the rest of your life looking over your shoulder. Was the big scary thing a rhombus? Asked Dirt. Her sketch pad was in her hands again. Tail here doesn't even know a circle from a triangle, and you're going to start with a rhombus? Do you know what a rhombus is? Said Sugar. Asked Sugar. Do you know what a rhombus is, Sugar? Asked Dirt. No, said Sugar, and I don't want to know. A rhombus looks like this. Dirt drew a diamond on her sketch pad. I'm a brave squirrel, Tail repeated. Brave squirrels aren't afraid of diamonds. Okay, said Dirt. How about a triangle? She did a quick sketch and showed it to Tail. Could be, said Tail. Maybe. I'm not sure. Follow me, kid, said Sugar, walking back to the coop. Hey, Sweetie, called Sugar. Come on out here. Sweetie popped her head out of the shoe. She was eating a carrot. Did the big and scary thing look like that? Asked Sugar. Big and scary things are not shaped like carrots, said Tail. Not the carrot, kid, said Sugar. Sweetie's got a weird triangle head. Did it look like that? Nope, definitely not, said the squirrel. This is going to take all day, said Sugar. Maybe Tail here can go to the squirrel kindergarten, learn some shapes, and then come back to us. Don't we have anything better to do? Not really, answered Dirt. She drew something else. How about this? The squirrel tried to scream, but fainted before he got it out of his mouth. Nice work, Dirt, said Sugar. So, the big scary thing in the yard is a circle, said Dirt, tapping her sketch pad with her pencil. Interesting. So Tail's either afraid of the bird bath or a blow-up pool, answered Sugar. She looked down at her notes. Nervous squirrel with good vocabulary and poor shape skills is terrified of something round in the yard. Also, Dirt discovers a new shade of gray. Can we please do something about the dead squirrel in the living room? Asked Moosh. She deposited a clean-smelling Poppy just inside the chicken coop and then headed back out the door. So they're carrying him on top of their shoulders. If it's still here when I get back from my gardening, I'm going to make a rug out of it. Chapter 5. Listen, Tail, said Sugar. She was standing on the squirrel's neck, kind of like when they interrogate people on TV. My mom says that if you're still dead when she gets back, we're going to use you as a carpet. So if you want help, you need to face your fear of shapes like a big boy. Ow, my head, said Tail. Let me up. I'm a brave squirrel and no more fainting. I promise. It was just so big and scary, said Sugar. We get it. You did great, Tail, said Dirt. Now we know the big scary thing in the yard is the shape of a circle. Yes, a circle. A big circle, said Tail. A really big, shiny circle. It came out of nowhere. It stopped approximately 4 feet off the ground. It was a dark shade of green. Not quite forest green, but close. Possibly hunter green. Okay, so in our Zoom meeting, when I read this originally, I said I personally have never seen a hunter, one of these a hunter shade of green, but I normally see these a red color, the smaller ones. After a while, it made a weird hissing and popping noise, and it interrupted the atmosphere. Wonder what they mean by that. That's quite an improvement over big and scary, said Sugar. You ought to bump your head more often, kid. I don't think I like you, said Tail. I'm okay with that, said Sugar. What do you mean, interrupted the atmosphere? Asked Dirt. Sugar was paying close attention while she wrote in her pad. Good question, said Sugar. Thank you, said Dirt. First, it lit up, said the squirrel. Then I saw the giant door close. I ran away for a while, and when I came back, the air around it looked really weird. Interesting, said Sugar, scribbling down notes. Dirt was drawing as fast as she could. She put her crayons down and gasped. Sugar looked at the drawing and then looked at her own notes. Round, shiny, atmospheric disturbance, aka weird air. Gasp. Gasp, said Sugar. Gasp, said Dirt. Sugar took a deep breath, then slowly exhaled. You've got a big problem, Tail. What is it? What is it? What is it? This is a huge problem. What? Kid, you have one enormous problem. What? You've got a UFO in your tail, Tail. So this is what one of these actually looks like, except it's missing parts of it. But the actual shape, the parts that they're describing, that looks like it. An unidentified flying object. And I'm suspecting it's not leaving until you get in it and fly away. The squirrel started to turn that weird shade of gray again. Don't do it, Tail, said Sugar. You hit the floor one more time and my mom's going to put you under the coffee table. A UFO, the squirrel squawked. What would a UFO with a squirrel? Maybe they want you for a pet, Sugar suggested. Squirrels make terrible pets, said Poppy. You took the words right out of my mouth, said Sugar. And if you look at the picture, it looks like he's like weaving. He's going, oh. Chapter 6, and this is the last chapter we read. Poppy dropped his carrot and cried out, Mom is in the yard. We have to go get her before the aliens grab her. Don't get your feathers in a bunch, Poppy, said Sugar. UFOs don't want chickens. Why not? Asked Poppy. Chickens are way better than squirrels. Are not, said Tail. Are too, said Poppy. Are not, said Tail. Are too, said Poppy. Let me handle this, said Sugar. You know that nice lady Barbara who lives in the main house? Squirrel nodded. Did Barbara build you a house to keep you warm and snug? Well, no. Does Barbara come out every day just to feed you? Asked Sugar. No. Did Barbara get a dog just to keep you safe? Asked Sugar. No. I'm onto something here, said Sugar. Chickens are unique, beautiful, talented, special, and extraordinarily rare. But squirrels are none of those things. Hey, I resent that, said Tail. Let me finish, said Sugar. Squirrels are everywhere. Gray ones, black ones, big ones, fat ones. They're common, ordinary, boring creatures. Sugar went to the door and looked into the yard. I'm not sure I follow you, Sugar, said Dirt. My point is that no self-respecting alien in his or her right mind is going to bring back a common, ordinary, boring creature as a pet. I am definitely not following you, said Sweetie. I'm saying the UFO isn't here for you, Tail, said Sugar slowly. That UFO is here for us. Us? Now it was Sweetie's turn to drop the carrot. The aliens have come for chickens, said Sugar decisively. I've always known this would happen one day. You did? Asked Sweetie. Mom is out there, cried Poppy for the second time. I don't see her anywhere, said Sugar, looking out into the yard. Quick, we have to act fast. Poppy, Sweetie, go to the supply room and get me grass clippings, a bag of rocks, a ball of string, a tank of helium, and an orange balloon. Chickens couldn't possibly have all those things, said the squirrel. Then you don't know chickens, Tail, said Sugar. You don't know chickens at all. So we stopped there, and then I said, I want you to think about what it possibly could be. Some people made some guesses. They said, I think they said a bird bath, but they already ruled out the bird bath. And someone said, I'll have to go back and look at the notes. There was something else, and they said a hawk. And I said, well, no, because it's not. Can a hawk do those things that they were saying in the clues? And that didn't make sense. So it's not an animal. So we said that it's round, it's shiny, it's about 4 feet off the ground, which is about my waist height. It had a giant door that closed. It lit up. It made hissing and popping noises. It had weird air all the way around it. And it was a forest green shape. And so try and see if you can make a guess of what you think it is. Think about it. It's something that's in the backyard, okay? And it's round and shiny. And I said it normally is red color, not green. Then I said, well, what do you think they're going to do? Obviously, they're going to do something with the things that they get out of the supply closet. So what do you think they're going to do with the grass clippings, the bag of rocks, the ball of string, the tank of helium, and an orange balloon? What are they going to use those for? What are they going to make with them? Obviously, they're going to use it somehow to do something. But what are they going to make? Okay? So I'm going to post this on the website and make some guesses.